tell you, as of right now, those who were there last Thursday have more experience and knowledge than he does in cliff effects. So let's talk just briefly about cliff effects, and then we're going to show the video to you all too. So those who were there Thursday evening, what were some of the things that you heard were problems? Can you all throw some out that they were facing, some scenarios?
No, well, the dad couldn't pay child support, and so since he couldn't pay child support, they took away his car so he couldn't drive to work to pay for child support.
Yes. How many of you heard of, he's a famous rapper, he was just on Phil Donahue, DMX, am I saying it right? Okay, I listen to some of his songs. I'm not a big rapper, as you can tell just by looking at me, right? Okay, I don't look like a big rapper. But I will tell you, I love some music of rappers, but I can never remember their names. I can tell you that right now. But I appreciate his message because right now he owes a couple $1 million in back child support because when they valued his child support, it was when he was making $13, $14, $15 million. Well, he's not on tour now. Do you know why he's not on tour? What? He doesn't have a driver's license. And because a lot of his tours are overseas, they took his passport also. Told you, that makes me feel better. He's half my size and weight. That makes me feel better. They took his passport along with his driver's license. And so because of that, he cannot do a lot of his tours internationally or anything, and it lowered his income. So now he's several million behind, and he doesn't know how he's going to get up and out of that and get his driver's license reinstated. So here we have an amazing rapper with some amazing skills who right now cannot seem to work his way out of some problems. And if it can happen for people who make millions and millions, imagine if you were living in poverty. So it's a vicious little cycle that can come into play that we've got to learn how to navigate. And he just didn't know how to navigate that to prevent some of that from happening, and now he's got to develop a plan to get out from underneath that. So you get a chance to watch Dr. Phil. I'm not a big Dr. Phil fan all the time. I like him. He's cool. It's not that. Just don't have time. But he was on there. And so if you get a chance, YouTube that and take a look at that. What else? What were some others?
Health insurance. The mother that was the nurse with the 4 kids, she got a raise or something at her job. She got paid well, but she wasn't able to afford insurance and pay the bills because the government wasn't allowing her certain money once she got her raise.
How many of you, by raising your hand, have heard of the working poor? That phrase, the working poor. Okay, if you haven't, you now have heard of it. This is a great example of a single mom raising 4 kids who does not qualify for subsidy or anything like that, but cannot afford the health insurance. She got a raise and lost any type of subsidy she could possibly get, and so now she cannot get health insurance, so she either has to quit her job or turn down the raise to get back into that income level that allow her to get some health insurance. Does that seem like a system we want to keep supporting that will help rich people up and out? No, it's not. So we've got some serious policy changes. So when we look at how it affects us as taxpayers, why this is important to you. How many of you work? How many of you seen FICA, Social Security, some of those things being deducted from you're paying for this system. Got it? Your dollars, over $500 billion a year, goes for taking care of people in poverty. $500 billion, and you are financially supporting them. Well, I have something to tell you. My tax dollars, I want to make sure they make a difference, right? So if we've got cliff effects that keep people from being able to move towards self-sufficiency, and there's some problems there and some gaps, I want to be at the table making sure I fix it. Guess who else I need at the table? Yep. Who else? That's great. That's great.
What do you say?
Lawmakers. Who else needs to be at the table? How many of you all have a job right now?
Taxpayers.
Taxpayers need to be at the table. Right. Do you know what legislators, you know how they get voted in? Taxpayers. You are the constituents. And right now, Senator John Ford is one of these really great support, and can't wait to hear Earl Sears is another, Representative Earl Sears. And tonight we're going to have Representative Steve Martin, who's going to make sure that these others understand what's going on. Because right now we want to look at policy change in the state of Oklahoma. And tonight will be the first night where we start to take steps towards seeing how we can go about making policy change. But I want it to be very, very specific for you all. Denver Women's Foundation, they did a great job in doing some documentary, and it's very specific. You're going to hear a lot of stories about people who were trying to go back to college and how difficult things were for them as they're trying to work their way through and getting a degree. So I want this to be very much, so put on your hats, really look from your perspective, put on your lens right now, because we're talking about you all. And some people who are going through the university right now that are right here on campus that are having these same kind of struggles, okay?